I still can't believe Kamala Harris picked him. I can't believe it.
You thought she was going to pick Shapiro. United States Senator.
Yeah.
To all the local elected officials, thank you, but the most important thank you to each and every one of you. Look, you took time out of your busy lives. You found babysitters, you took time off work, you walked for miles in, look, I'm a Minnesotan, I'm like a damn snowman, I'm melting here. We walk on water half the year in Minnesota, it's so damn cold, but not you, you came. And you came into this space with neighbors.
You're
And you came here for one beautiful, simple reason. You love this democracy. I'll tell you what. Wow. Well, I couldn't be prouder to stand with you, and I couldn't be prouder to be on this ticket. You know what's at the end of this little journey? Kamala Harris as the next president of the United States. This is a leader who wakes up every day on the side of the American people.
Oh, yeah.
She will take on the predators. She will take on the fraudsters. She will take on the transnational gangs. And she will stand up to the corporate interest and put middle America first. And she's been effective. She's been willing to reach across the aisle no matter what, just to make sure it improves people's lives. And I'll have to tell you, I know a little something about commitment to people. Some of you heard this. I was born in a small town in Nebraska. And we talk about small towns.
Team deathmatch. Not one of those
These are those Nebraskans that moved out here for the winter. So.
3,
Well, look,
2,
small town was all about community. My mom and dad, they taught us to show some care to your neighbors, show some generosity, work towards a common good, be a decent human being to your neighbors.
I like how he mixes it up a little bit, not word for word.
My dad, and some of you know him in here, you had a chain-smoking Korean War-era veteran, cared about his community, but 2 days after I turned 17, he took me down to join the Army National Guard. And for 24 years, I proudly wore that uniform. I'm proud of that service, but what my nation gave my dad and millions of others and me was an opportunity to use the GI Bill to get a college education. My dad was a teacher. My brothers and sisters and I. My brothers and sisters and I all became teachers. And we married teachers. I had the privilege of teaching high school social studies for 20 years. And you might have heard, coaching a state championship football team.
Oh, man. Coach.
Now if the Vikings could just win. Then
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, oh, God. If I wasn't voting for him before,
that works better near Green Bay.
I may vote twice
you, so.
if I can. I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
Look, it was my students.
Can't do that.
It was my students
It's illegal
who
and
encouraged me to
impossible.
run.
Okay.
They saw in me what I hope to instill in them, a commitment to a common good. The belief, the true belief that one person, one of us in here can make a difference in somebody's life.
Where's Kamala? Oh, California.
I wasn't very politically
And
savvy
Canada.
because I did not know it when I decided to run for Congress that there had been one other Democrat elected in that too. But my neighbors believed, and they graced me with an opportunity to serve them in the United States Congress for 12 years. And I'm proud of the work I did as ranking member on the Veterans Affairs Committee, working on the Agriculture Committee.
All right, attack Trump.
And I worked hand in hand with Republicans to make sure that we were crafting legislation that improved the lives of veterans and people all across this country. I learned how to compromise without compromising my values. And as governor of the great state of Minnesota, I brought all of those experiences to the challenges facing the state of Minnesota.
This operation's already
This
underway.
idea about a
Get to
common
work.
good,
I'll
this
brief you on
idea
the go.
about something bigger than ourselves, this idea of kindness, generosity, and compassion, that this building, which I have been told, by the way, might be the largest political gathering in the history of Arizona.
Wow. Oh, Trump's going to hate that so much.
I think it's safe to say Donald Trump sees the world a little differently than we do. First and foremost, and be very clear about this, he doesn't know the first thing about service. It's hard to provide service when you're too busy serving only yourself. Again and again and again, Donald Trump weakens our country to strengthen his own hand. You've watched him mock our laws. You watched him sow chaos and division at every opportunity. And that's to say nothing of his record as president. As governors, he froze during COVID and pitted us in a hunger game against our neighbors to try and find basic life-saving needs. And because of him, our neighbors died. By failing to address COVID, he drove the economy into the ground. And let's be very clear. The statistics and the facts are clear about this. Violent crime was up under Donald Trump. And we don't even have to count his crimes in that to make it up. So,
It is the first time you're hearing it.
I haven't heard that line. That's awesome. Oh, that's so good. Wow.
Look.
He's so good at
Those.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Better yet, beat the hell
awesome.
out of him at the ballot box. Beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, beat the hell out of him. I want to go vote now.
Look, you and I, especially the gray hairs in the crowd, we know our relatives. Republicans used to be the people talking about freedom. Not this group. When they talk about freedom, it means that the government should be.
I skipped it to made it live.
Minnesota, we respect our neighbors and the personal choices they make. We maybe wouldn't make the same choices, but we respect them. And I know in Minnesota and in Arizona and places across this country, you know what makes society work best? Is when you learn a golden rule. Mind your own damn business.
That's right.
That's such a great way to talk about trans issues, dude.
Yeah.
And like medical decisions that are deeply personal.
Yeah, mind your own business.
Like get your government hands off
I don't need
my
you telling
body.
Me what books
Yeah.
to read. I don't need you telling me about what religion we worship. And I sure the heck don't need you to tell me about my family.
Thank you. Fuck yeah.
It's a phenomenal way.
This one's personal for me.
It is
This
the
one's personal
Hasanabi
for me.
method, for
About
the record.
IVF and
This is how I
reproductive care.
try to neutralize these transphobic
But my
arguments
wife
all the
and I,
time.
my wife of 30 years, because yes, we share family values. We just make our own damn choices about our family.
Do you think they address Gaza in Arizona? Fuck no.
But when we wanted to have children, we went through years of fertility treatment. And I remember it was like it was yesterday, just waiting for good news. And then the phone would ring and you would be tensed up. And then you would hear that the treatments had failed. It would blot out the sun, that you just wanted something so beautiful and so simple to have a child. And then one day, and it wasn't by chance, when that news came and we welcomed our daughter into the world, we named her Hope. We named her Hope.
This guy's story is incredible.
Yeah, no, he's got it. He's got it all.
Like, imagine, he had no aspirations for any of this, and he's so sweet, and now imagine, this guy is now vice president of the United States.
Crying, so
that's crazy.
When Vice President Harris and I talk about freedom, we're very clear. We mean the freedom to make your own healthcare decisions. And for all of our children to be free to go to school without worrying they'll be shot dead in their classroom. And in Minnesota, believe me, we believe in the Second Amendment, but we also believe in common sense gun violence laws. I remind my colleagues when I was in Congress, Ruben could tell this story, for 3 years in a row I was the top gun in the congressional trap shoot, so we can shoot better than them too, just by the way. When Vice President Harris
he moved that around in his speech, his earlier one, which is good.
The middle class, not crippling student loan debt. And this building and what we believe in, we are people that settle our political differences not through violence, but through voting.
Being a better shot than Cheney, he's demonstrably a better shot. He's shot no one in the face as far as we know.
What the fuck? With a shotgun.
Oh my God, I'm gonna nut again. Tim Walz's net worth is less than the average American.
That's crazy.
Every person in here is
so
gonna
sick.
vote, and every
He doesn't
person
own
in
any
here is gonna
stocks,
get
bro.
other
I know.
people to vote.
It's so
And
cool.
I know.
And was like anti.
let's just go ahead and not go through this thing that it's so close. Let's just win big, people. Let's just win big.
He was the best. He was the best shot in Congress when he was in Congress.
That's our choice. How often you get a choice so simple that this is going to decide the direction of our country? We have 87 days to decide the direction we're going to go. And I've been saying,
why is it so cool
we
that
can
he's
do
not rich?
anything for 87 days.
A politician? Did you
And my mantra is, and
work
look,
it
you can
backwards,
see it
Chatter? Think about that.
5 days. We'll sleep when we're dead. We'll sleep when we're dead. Not now. Not now. Look, you know it, and I know it, but I think we need to be reminded. You know exactly what Donald Trump's plans are. You know which direction he's taking us. Don't believe this guy. Don't believe. That's like, listen, no one in here believes this guy. So anyway, but don't believe it when he's playing dumb about this Project 2025. He knows exactly what it'll do. They wrote their plan out. But just like they're getting arrogant about it, they're saying the quiet stuff out loud. It'll take our freedoms. It'll rig the economy for the super rich. It'll underfund veterans. And you know that if he goes back again, he's not only going to let go where he left off, it is going to be much, much, much worse.
Also, he's like,
look,
it's a new speech for him.
Costs, pulling health care from us.
He freestyles. He doesn't teleprompt it.
I know I'm preaching to the choir.
Harris needs to mix it up a little bit, I think. I saw her speak to the union, the auto union, and I thought she was much more effective in a smaller venue.
But practice is over, people. The choir needs to sing. The choir needs to sing. Trump's not fighting for your family. He doesn't give a damn. And his running mate shares the same dangerous, twisted, backward agenda.
Oh, yeah. Couch.
Yeah.
Make the couch joke.
Every kid in my class of 25 studied at Yale, had their career funded by Silicon Valley billionaires, and then writes a book trashing the very people who raised you.
I love that. No liberal has ever hit that line before him.
It wasn't his name.
I really love that. Liberals love Hillbilly Elegy.
Come up with the
Did you watch it?
weirdest damn ideas you'll ever imagine.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
He actually has the right take on Hillbilly Elegy, unlike
Here's the
most
good
liberals.
news. We know the stakes. We know who they are. When they told us, we believed them. We know what's coming. But here's the big thing about it is, that's a reality that's not going to happen because the people in this building and millions across the country. This is a campaign about the future. We know what's there. We know it can come. We're not people who are afraid of the future. We shape the future.
I think Trump's afraid to do a rally because he knows it won't be this hype.
Kamala Harris believes in the freedom to make your own choices. She believes in the opportunity for every single person to enter the middle class. And she believes something so beautiful. She believes in the promise of America. The promise of America.
Is his Montana rally like campaign fundraising or anything?
Thank you, Madam Vice President, for the trust you placed in me.
Like, what's
and
the
I want to
benefit
say
there?
something else, that this incredible leader, this incredible woman has brought to this fight. She has brought back compassion and decency and humor and joy to our politics.
He's a really good marketer, natural.
So
Like, even the joy thing.
Arizona, bring that joy with you. Bring those smiles.
The joy thing is a new line from Wallace as well, and it directly is about Kamala Harris laughing all the time. It's another way to like try to effectively neutralize. Teleprompter. Okay, Austin, you're clapping in my ear, bro.
I just wanted to stand for the next president of the United States. She almost tripped.
He uses the joy thing as a way to like cleverly neutralize the whole like Kamala is goofy for laughing all the time. Oh, by the way, you said how is he so energetic as a senior? Bro, they're the same age. They're the same age, bro. The value of him as a co-campaigner and direct opener for Kamala far outweighs whatever detriments he brings from Oppo research, which is bad faith anyways. No, his Oppo is marginal. It's like nothing.
There she is.
He has something that's very important. He has something that's very important. He looks genuine and he has charisma. And when you're genuine and have charisma, people won't believe all the oppo, even if it's real. With Donald Trump, people saw him as a real guy. He was honestly dishonest, which was very refreshing for a lot of people who also shared a similar frustration with the way things were going. Trump was able to capitalize on that anger and resentment and redirect it to enemies that he had personally. So for that reason, a lot of people don't believe all the awfuls about Donald Trump because they found him to be charismatic. Obama is the same situation. Obama's very charismatic. He came across as authentic. And that's why whenever I tell Austin about what Obama did, he doesn't believe me. And he's like, I don't care. I still like him.
I still don't believe him.
Tim Walz has that capacity as well. So a lot of that oppo won't stick on him regardless.
Oh, yes, Madam President.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you all. Thank you. Can we hear it for Tim Walz?
She's so pretty.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's good to be back in Arizona. Good evening, everyone. Oh my goodness. Thank you all so very much. Oh, it is good to be back. Let me just say, let me just start by thanking everyone who is here. Thank you all so very much. We're gonna do this. We are going to do this.
Yeah, ain't nobody happy to be back in Arizona. I agree.
All of
You know she's a liar.
Including Congressman Greg Stanton.
I don't think protesters will hit this one. It's Arizona. The crowd is too big to control, but I don't think there's like a big enough momentum or mobilization for pro-Palestine protests in Arizona.
And my dear friend, United States Senator Mark Kelly. And let me just say, as Arizona knows, Mark is an extraordinary leader who has dedicated his life to the service of our nation as a fighter pilot, as an astronaut, and as a member of the United States Congress. And he has given so much to our country. He always fights for the people of Arizona. And I am so grateful
Except for the PRO
for
Act.
your friendship and your leadership.
So, why do you hate Mark Kelly? I already told you. Pretty conservative on the border, good on gun issues, obviously, especially because of his wife. Cool backstory, anti-union. I'm done. I'm out.
They're also
Come on, bro, you got walls.
with us today.
Remember.
Mayor Corey Wood.
He was also clapping like a seal for Benjamin Netanyahu, which is another
and
issue, but
Arizona co-chair of Republicans for Harris, Mayor John Giles. So today, I also bring greetings from our incredible President, Joe Biden.
No. Just don't talk about him. We don't need to.
fine.
I don't think I know, but it's just like I love. Look, thank you, Joe. We don't need to.
I agree with you, though.
But
I have said
it
this.
doesn't. There's nothing to gain by this. There's not like a coalition of voters that are like, mention Joe or we won't vote for you.
And I know
we're sad he's not running.
Grateful for his lifetime of service to our nation.
You know?
We thank Joe Biden each and every day.
Most of us didn't want him to keep running.
And all he has done and all he has yet to do. Let us thank him always.
Don't talk about him. And why is he doing interviews? Just don't do anything. Just sit behind. Just hide.
Arizona, this has been a big week.
Because Republicans would be wasting their time to go after Joe Biden. He's not running.
I became the Democratic
Just
nominee
hide.
for President of the United States.
I hope he doesn't speak at the convention. Surely he won't, right?
I don't know.
Surely he won't speak at the convention.
I mean, he can't. He might.
I announced
God.
my running mate
It's
in this
fine, bro.
campaign, Governor Tim Walz. And as you all just heard, Tim has a great record as governor of the great state of Minnesota. And to those who know him best, Tim goes by a few more titles besides governor. To his wife,
Is that cutie?
Gwen,
No. Oh, she's doing the same dull speech though. Like, it's not gonna hit the same if Waltz is switching it up every time. You know what I'm saying?
So, thank you. So, Tim.
I know it's a
Tim,
stump
we know him
speech, bro.
We know him by governor, but you'll soon get to know
Wait, those
his
are
wife,
protesters.
Gwen, to whom, you know what? Hold on a second. Hold on, everybody. Hold on.
This is big.
Hold on.
She's got a
Here's the thing. We are all in here together. I'm told an extraordinary number of folks who are here together because we love our country. We're here to fight for our democracy. Which includes respecting the voices that I think that we are hearing from. And let me just say this on topic of what I think I'm hearing over there. Let me just speak to that for a moment, and then I'm going to get back to the business at hand.
It's gonna be Israel proud, man.
So far, so good.
So let me say, I have been clear. Now is the time to get a ceasefire deal and get the hostage deal done. Now is the time.
Benjamin
And
Netanyahu
the
is not collaborating.
President and I are working around the clock every day to get that ceasefire deal done and bring the hostages home.
Okay, that's good.
So I respect your voices, but we are here to now talk about this race in 2024.
This is the race in 2024. It's not just it's better response than last time. It's better response than last time. It's not going to be enough. People are going to get annoyed.
So, Tim Walz, so let's just say this. Besides being
I think she did a much
governor,
better job,
the thing
though.
I've come to learn
Yeah,
about
of course.
Tim
She didn't
Walz
say,
that
I'm
you have
speaking,
known
shut the
and
fuck. You want
learned
Trump to
more.
win.
He's an extraordinary person.
She's
He's
still,
known by many titles.
yeah,
to his wife,
it's
Gwen,
still bad.
his
People are still
husband,
going to protest her.
to his kids, Hope and
She went
Gus.
halfway. Hey,
His
next
dad.
time there's an even bigger crowd. She'll go full way,
Of
maybe.
Southern
Who knows?
Minnesota for 12 years.
Pressure's
he
good.
was congressman. To his former high school students.
You mean not enough for you?
Walls.
Yeah, it's not just for me, big dog. Do you think
And
Kamala
to
Harris
his
is
former
responding to
high
me?
school football players,
A
he
Twitch
was
streamer?
coach.
But she had that prepared, though.
And in 88 days, the nation will know Coach Walz by a new title. Vice President of the United States.
Stop saying protesters rallies, protesters rallies. So listen, guys.
So it's so good to be back in Arizona, and I thank you all for turning out today. This is an extraordinary.
Literally, why just said that POTUS tweeted this?
And Arizona, I'll also say this, as exciting as this is, we cannot lose sight of
Bro, I didn't even pull this out. They said yes to a $6.5 billion, I believe, weapons transfer.
great numbers, but we got a lot of work to do.
Like, normie liberals will go,
And
oh, this is great. What else do you
This
want?
is going to be hard work, but I know we like hard work. Hard work is good work for all of us.
Or $3.5
Hard work
billion.
is good work. And we will do it with joy. And I know we are all clear about what we are up against. As many of you know, before I was elected vice president,
Sorry,
I
it's
was an elected United
6.5
States
thousand
senator.
munitions to Israel.
Before that, I was
from
an
today,
elected
Chad.
attorney general, and before that, an elected district attorney. And before that, I was a courtroom prosecutor. So I took on
No, the number is
in these
3.5 billion.
roles,
Shut up.
perpetrators of all kinds.
I got the number wrong.
Do you think
It's
she-
this and this.
Predators who abused women. Fraudsters who ripped off consumers. Scammers who broke the rules.
She
for
could easily
personal
mix this
gain.
up by talking about Trump and what he did.
So
specifically.
Arizona,
Hear this when I say,
hear me when I say,
I know Donald Trump's type.
I know Donald Trump's type.
It's not getting as much of a...
I do. In fact, I've been dealing with people like it my entire career.
I don't get to just criticize
For
Netanyahu or
example,
Israel's
as
actions.
Attorney
Anything that
General of
attitude would be better than, oh, I hear you and I'm
took
trying to get a
on one of
ceasefire.
our
Yeah.
country's largest for-profit colleges that scammed students. Well, Donald Trump ran a for-profit college that scammed students. As a prosecutor, I specialized in cases of sexual abuse. Well, Donald Trump was found liable for
An
committing
American citizen was reportedly shot by the Israeli military today while dispersing from a weekly demonstration against an illegal settlement
As
in
Attorney
Beta.
General, I held
The
Wall
IDF also
Street
blocked his
banks
ambulance from
accountable
transporting him to a
for fraud.
hospital.
Well, Donald Trump was just found guilty of fraud, 34 counts. So all of this, yeah, the courts will deal with that. We're going to win in November. We're going to win in November. We'll handle that too. So, but all of this is to say, in this campaign, I will proudly put my record against his every day of the week. Every day of the week. stake. That being said, our campaign is not just about us versus Donald Trump. It is about, and I love you all.
That happens every time at this point in the speech.
Our campaign is about two different visions for our nation. One, ours, focused on the future. The other, focused on the past. And Arizona, we fight for the future. A future with affordable health care, affordable child care, and paid leave. A future where we build a broad-based economy where every American has an opportunity to own a home, to start a business, to build wealth. Here with us today, I know we have a number of Native leaders. And as president, I will tell you, I will always honor tribal sovereignty and respect tribal self-determination. And fight for a future where every Native person can realize their aspirations and every Native community is a place of opportunity. We believe in a future where we lower the cost of living for America's families, so that they have the chance not just to get by, but to get ahead. Because look, while our economy is doing well by many measures, prices for everyday things like groceries are still too high. You know it and I know it. When I was Attorney General, I went after price-fixing schemes. And when I am president, I will continue that work to bring down prices. I will take on big corporations that engage in illegal price gouging. I will take on corporate landlords that unfairly raise rents on working families. And cap the cost of prescription drugs for all Americans. And all of this is to say, unlike Donald Trump, I will always put the middle class and working families first.
This is huge.
Because you see, Coach Walls and I know the middle class built the United States of America. And when the middle class is strong, America is strong.
Beauty here.
And while we work to move our nation forward, look, Donald Trump, be very clear, intends to move us backward. Going back. We're not going back.
Oh, she said. She is? Oh.
But just look
okay,
at this.
guys, I gotta go.
Look at his Project 2025 agenda.
I love you all. I have to shoot the podcast, okay? I have to shoot the podcast, so I gotta go.
I can't believe they put that thing in writing.
But I'm glad that we saw the Palestine part of the equation.
But when you look at it, when you read it, you
none
will
of this
see
affects you or your rich friends. Y'all are quiet because none of this affects you. Man, shut your bitch ass up, dude. I'm a fucking advocate for the working class when I was broke and also when I'm fucking wealthy. Suck my fucking dick, dumbass. None of this affects you. We're not doing basketball tonight because I'm doing the pod tonight, and also because basketball was canceled because they're doing another event at the venue. Anyway, I'll talk more about this tomorrow. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. We got a lot to cover. I didn't even get to half the shit that I wanted to cover today.
Fact you do. Right? Chat, I'm not joking, bro. His dad was filthy rich. His dad.
I know for a fact that I have skeletons in you. I know for a fact that you probably have skeletons in your closet. Remember what your hater said you were wrong?
Everything. Hassan, bro, you really got issues, bro. I swear to God, Hassan, Abby, you have actual issues. All right, you got some real issues. So, chat, I have to just clarify. I have to take that Rolex back. There's a presidential Rolex that I gave President.
I didn't write the law, you idiot. Bro, you did the FEC violation. I didn't write the law, dumbass. Bro, this is so brain dead. Yo, people are so stupid. His entire fan base was saying, I'm wrong, and it's just a gift. I'm wrong, and it's just a gift. Brother, you did a campaign ad with an endorsement in front of 500,000 people where you violated the law. How the is this my fault, bro? What is happening?
Trump, I have to take it back, and I'm just gonna give it to Barron Trump. All right. So Hassan, you're right, bro. All right. I'm not giving it to President Trump anymore. We are giving it to Barron. Okay. Barron is receiving that watch. So I'm just letting you know right now. Just letting you know. All right. As far as the Cybertruck, my dad is driving it around, man. My dad loves it. My dad's getting comments, pictures everywhere. My dad loves it. So that's a rental. I just paid for it. I didn't give a fuck. My dad was like, "Aiden, you can't give that back, man." What do you mean? He's like, "Hey, the president of this show, I'm gonna tell y'all."
Bro, Hassan needs to chill out. Hassan's a little snitch. Hassan is a sucker and a loser. This Hassan kid's doing way too much. Bro, he did it in front of 500,000 people. Does he think that other people don't have eyes and an awareness? It was a campaign event. How are these people so stupid? Hey, can I just say, hey, remember that context? Currently rated helpful? While there are limits on the amounts of value a person can contribute towards presidential elections, a contribution is only counted if its value is given to influence a federal election. Personal gifts do not meet that criteria, but gifts to a campaign would. Wait, so every single idiot that was telling me that I was in the wrong, every single idiot, including the idiots that wrote the stupid context context note, y'all are wrong. I don't even mind breaking the law. I think it's great. Break the law all the time. Who gives a Giving to a candidate family member in a clear bypass is also a violation. I don't even, this is so funny to me. This is hilarious. Community notes are so dumb. People are so stupid. What the? It was my fault. Did you see Aiden try to get Speed? Oh, to endorse Trump and fail hard? Yeah, I saw that. Dude, I love Speed. Like, this man legitimately with one quick action made me become a permanent defender of him and also a permanent lover of Speed, okay? I am legitimately an I Show Speed fan, okay? I will stand on that. I will always say this, okay? It's not the Free Palestine stuff. I love that already. That's phenomenal. It's the donor, dude. When he went to Germany and had Turkish donor and then did a backflip and said, "This is the greatest food I've ever had in my life." That was it. He locked me down forever. And let me tell you one other thing. And I realize why. So many people love him. One, because he's very wholesome, but also two, and I don't even know if he's doing this in, like, he is literally Luffy, okay? He just lives like Luffy. That's number one. Number two, he goes to different countries and will like pick something that the countrymen care about a lot, and he glazes it. Okay, that's it. You become a global phenomena like that instantly. He wears the jersey, he glazes the country, and he looks at, he touches like one thing that they care about and says, this is amazing. It's over, okay? He is America's best ambassador. Take Rahm Emanuel's ass out of Japan, who refused to attend the Hiroshima Nagasaki thing that was happening because they didn't want Israel to be there, okay? And put IShowSpeed as the Japanese ambassador, okay? Rahm Emanuel, he does not deserve to represent America in Japan, okay? Aiden Ross smoking you? Bro, I did not make the rule.
Like from the ground up.
I don't know how to describe to you guys. I don't know how to explain to you guys that if you do, he said not inviting Israel made Hiroshima and Nagasaki political. Yeah, I think doing Hiroshima and Nagasaki made it political. Clearly no one would have known if you didn't snitch. Hall monitor behavior. Bro, he did it in front of 500,000 people when he was interviewing the former president. I don't know how to explain this to you guys, but if you do that while interviewing the former president, people are going to see it. I don't know how to explain it. He is attacking you viciously. We need to stop this. Man, shut the up, dude. Who gives it? Oh my God. Yeah, I used to own Twitch. Now I own Congress. I own the FEC. What a ridiculous world we live in, bro. What a ridiculous world we live in. Isn't it a dub that you got Trump and Aiden hit by an FEC charge anyway? No, because I can't take ownership over that, bro. What the fuck do you mean? He did it in front of 500,000 people interviewing a former president. Like, what that would be insane for me to be like, I did that, okay? It's just like, I don't know. It's fine. Yeah, I did it. Sure. That was me. I'm the only reason why people saw it. Ay. All right, let's continue. Honestly, you should lean into that. Yeah. You got it. Tell the world.
USA. Trump 2024. Say it, bro. Obama 2024. Bro, he can't run. I would want that too. He can run. What do you mean? He can. You already want to do your with me. We don't want that whole Biden winning. It's either Biden or Trump. Biden 2024. I mean, Trump 2024. Say it, bro. Is he good? Is Trump? No, bro. I'm giving you the pass. You can say it, bro. Oh, the pass? Biden's economy up. He made us really, really like all poor. You have to trust me. Say
no, bro, you got really poor because crypto tanked. That's the reason why you got really poor. I don't think IShowSpeed got poor under Biden.
2024. He's gonna fix the economy, and he's better than Biden. You only get to choose one of them, bro. Trump or Biden. Who do you got? Oh, is Trump your chat? Which one a better president?
He is. Yeah, IShowSpeed is literally Luffy, bro. Actually. Yeah. Hassan, 50 journals who wrote about it. Bro, it's not even the journals who wrote about it though. Like, you literally did it. Like, you did it. The funniest part is Trump is like oblivious to the law, which makes it even funnier. Like, bro, you're the president. You don't know the law? Like, you were the president, dude. You were the president and you're running for re-election. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me at all. That like that happened and everyone involved was yelling at me for being like, hey, he violated campaign contribution laws, like in front of 500,000 viewers. Wait, do you think he accepts gifts like that without recording it? Most likely. This also means that Barron definitely hates you. Why the fuck would Barron hate me? He's up. He got a presidential rollie, bro. What are you talking about? He should love me. If I'm Barron, I'm like, damn, Hassan is sick, dude. Major Hassan IBW. We're up, boys. Isn't him giving it to Barron also FEC violation? I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know. You got a ball with Barron? Yes. What What a stupid situation. Jesus Christ. This goes back to the same thing that I was complaining about before, which is that like we genuinely have become like a much dumber society, and it frustrates me to no end. Okay, like how the fuck did we get here? How this happen? Your food is here. Austin said food, go eat it. Murat, dışarıda yemek var, alır mısın? Austin buraya sipariş time, and is probably now freaking the out because he's worried that it's gonna get stolen. Eat it? No, I'm not gonna eat it. Anyway, Austin is alive. He's here. He'll be here. You said it earlier today, the amount of insane people are increasing, but it's not the normal voting population. Do you believe that due to the generation that's currently growing up with the internet, Twitter will be more brain broken in the future? Yes, I do. Because I think people genuinely are being like educated online, and bro, people are not paying attention to school. They're paying attention to Aiden Ross, okay? And like Aiden Ross can be an entertaining person to watch, but like you should still pay attention to school. If you're learning from him, you're cooked. It's over. What is this, Todic?
On an undefeated season and winning the Minnesota Varsity League State Championship in Valorant. Competitive success requires more than mere physical strength and agility. It also demands mental fortitude and tactical planning. Ask for the opportunities for students to engage in competitive multiplayer gaming to expand extracurricular activities and social opportunities. Also expand very experience body for the your hub of transporting. Have a great summer of training. I can't wait to hear what you'll accomplish next. W. Tim Walls. W. Tim Walls.
Let's go.
Crawl back into the.
I don't know what he's done up until this point, but W. Tim Walls.
And I don't know if we've seen enough from them to expect that right now.
Let's find out. 9-3, as said.
He might be a viewer. Hey, Tim, if you're listening, bro.
On the defense.
Listen, dude. I've never been to Minnesota, but
faultless, if not flawless.
if you're trying to do a watch party, let me know, bro. I can pull up to the crib.
A brave play, a bold play.
Nah, we're gonna have more tech issues. We need an IT guy on the spot, though.
He's the GOAT, dude. Pro tampon and pro gamer. GOATed. Yeah. Anyway, that's like, I think there's something very funny. I think there is something very funny about every single idiot that said, I can't get over this, bro. Every single dumbass said that I was wrong. I was stupid. Stop sending me the Obama meme. I'm not going to look at it. Take a minute off. Every single person in my mentions. I spoke to multiple FEC experts when we reached out to the FEC directly about this for our Washington Post coverage. Hassan didn't write the FEC rules, nor is he the one enforcing them. The gifts would have been a violation whether or not Hassan pointed it out. Yeah, it's so dumb. But the problem is, you know what the problem is? The problem is it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. Like, this dude, and this is not like a moral equivalent whatsoever, obviously, but this dude could have like done another crime, right? He could have like drunk drove on camera, right, in front of 500,000 people. And if I were to say like, bro, you're drunk driving, that's like, what the fuck? You're going to put people in, you're going to get in trouble. You're going to go to jail. You're drunk driving in front of 500,000 people. And he actually got arrested. How the fuck would it be my fault? But once again, like I said, there is something very funny about all of these people that were saying I was a dumbass and I was wrong. There's a difference between gifts and donations, dumbass. Turns out I was right. Suck my okay? Anyway, I will say one last thing, okay, before we move on. Aiden wants to get back on Twitch as well and like stream on Twitch, right? One of the things you have to do is just like demonstrate to people, because Twitch is very open-minded. Twitch is very open-minded about like having people come back to the platform. One of the things that you have to show is not only that you've changed, but also that you're like in command of your audience, okay? That you're in command of your audience. Wait, hold on. Let me finish this and then. And the problem is when you immediately try to dox a person, when you immediately say that you're putting a $1 million bounty to like find dirt on a person, when you start making up about another content creator instantly as your first reaction to a situation like this, when I literally warned Aiden ahead of time that like stuff like this would most likely happen, okay, if he were to do this interview with Donald Trump and he didn't even understand. Heads up, Aiden is trying to pay people to make stuff up about you. Like, that's what I mean. Like, that's weird, bro. That is weirdo okay? Like, that's weirdo Like, does this have to turn litigious? Like, what the fuck are we doing? That's weird behavior, bro. Please. Like, that's an insane thing to do. Anyway. Why does he hate you so much? He needs like a perfect villain, and he thinks I'm a perfect villain that he's created in his mind. Like he's built like this insane audience that is super list, and it's, you know, he does gambling sponsorships and shit, and he knows that I'm like against that, especially for unregulated crypto gambling casinos. And he's literally funded by a crypto gambling casino, and that's it. That's pretty much it, really. Like he just thinks like I'm this massive villain in his life. To be fair, you shit on 24/7. No, I don't. I haven't thought about nor talked about Aiden Ross until the Trump thing. I tried to get him to not fucking ride the Andrew Tate train. Like I tried to get him to not fucking go down the Andrew Tate lane as well when he was going down that lane. Like there have been multiple times throughout his career where I was like, bro, you're going down this right-wing pipeline. Like it's not good. There's videos of it. We had this conversation publicly. I've talked about it before. It's just like super sad to see. Apparently he responded again.
Hassan responded. I don't want to respond to him anymore. He's the most contradicting, hypocritical person ever. His political fucking mindset doesn't even make sense. He has a $5 million fucking career, okay? He drives a sports car. Hassan, why don't you donate all the money that you make outside of what your expenses are to your community? No, you won't, because your community is stupid as fuck. And also, I want to say one thing. For Miss Kiff and fucking Hassan, for all you guys think my audience is too young to vote, listen, bro, my audience is young, yes. But a lot of these people could vote my chat. And Miss Kiff, you act like your audience is not full of a bunch of fucking weirdos too. Didn't you get caught doing some crazy shit, bro? Same with you, Hassan, you probably got some crazy shit in the closet, bro. You got some crazy skeletons in the closet, bro. I know for a fact you do. Right? Chat, I'm not joking, bro. His dad was filthy rich. His dad...
I know for a fact that I have skeletons in you. I know for a fact that you probably have skeletons in your closet, and then turned around and was like, his dad is filthy rich. Bro, I take care of my parents. Like I take care of my parents. Jesus Christ. Also, yeah, the mansion is $5 million now. Price of the mansion went up. How much money my dad has went up. And also, how much money have you fucking raised, bro? This community, alongside myself, raised more than $2 million for Palestine. What have you done? You know what I mean? The fuck have you done? All you do is gamble, bro. Come on.
That is filthy fucking rich. Get off my community's dick. Y'all are mad. Hassan, you've been in politics for 15 years. You can't get a president stream. You can't get a stream with a candidate. You can't. You know why? Because nobody fucking likes you.
No. I think the real reason why I would not get a presidential candidate to be on my stream is because I wouldn't be eating their asshole like he did with Donald Trump. And most people would probably shy away from that sort of thing because they don't want to do contested interviews. They don't want to have an adversarial interview. I don't know why he's so riled up.
Chat, I'm just speaking facts. I don't even do politics and I got to shoot with the president. Ha! He's mad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, politicians are fake. Also, politicians don't like you. How do these two points get reconciled? Yeah, I mean, the Marianne Williamson and Jank don't count. Come on, chat. Let's be real.
Sorry, chat. I'm sorry, bro, but it's the truth. Like, goddamn, motherfucker, you're getting mad.
Did Marianne Williamson come on stream? Yes, but that doesn't count. We're talking about a major candidate, not like someone running the primary. This woke shit has gone on too long. Back in my day, sniffing the seats after someone sat on it would end your career. Why is the guy still relevant? You play games with AOC's like you don't know politicians? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, he leaked. He says he'll pay $1 million if someone leaks dirt on us on. It's fucking insane. Bro, he should be worrying about his own cryptocurrency tanking. Like, I don't know why the fuck he's trying to do more. It's crazy. Anyway, let's get to the fucking news, man. Jesus Christ, what are we doing?
Happen in order to give the FBI more leads to track, a tactic that allowed them to find and apprehend the ringleader of the stalking group. But in the meantime, the issue still persisted, although period of time where the couple had to continue to post as if everything was normal. As Roman told it, the vloggers had to essentially let the abuse happen in order to give the FBI more leads to track, a tactic that allowed them to find and apprehend the ringleader of the stalking group. But in the meantime, the issue still persisted, although from a different source. On August 31st, 2021, the couple uploaded a podcast episode that detailed another stalking encounter they had recently faced. The secondary culprit had developed a fixation on Britney, which Roman said was the most common motivation for the obsessive followers the couple had faced over their careers, with one even going so far as to hack her Facebook profile and turn her marital status to single just to reinforce their delusions. This new stalker first began to send Britney love letters, expressing a desire to save her from the miserable life he imagined she was living. He then traveled to the Atwoods' former home, where they maintained their podcast studio, and broke inside. It was unclear what he intended to do if he found Britney, Roman, or the two of them together. Thankfully, neither the couple nor their children were present at the time, but they shared that they had only narrowly missed their pursuer. After leaving the studio, the stalker continued to travel to various locations that had been featured in the family's videos. By this point, the YouTubers were aware of his presence and had alerted the police to the vehicle they should be looking for based on their home security footage. Soon enough, the stalker was intercepted and arrested, bringing an end to the unsettling day. Roman said that over the course of this harassment campaign, Britney was more scared than he had ever seen her. While these encounters are likely to continue for high-profile creators, Roman and Britney have stated many times that after their extensive history with stalkers, they remain on a watch list for law enforcement agencies that track such behavior. Whenever they discuss the stalking they have dealt with before, it comes with a warning to anyone who might make the attempt themselves that they are likely being watched the closer they get to the Atwood family. Often stalkers take time to study their victims before getting close, but sometimes their more extreme actions can seemingly come out of nowhere. This was the case for Jessica Clements, a model and YouTuber who accumulated a large audience through her videos about fashion and makeup advice. While this area of content in particular has seen the birth of many parasocial relationships, Clements did not face the issue directly until February of 2019. The man was Soulaj Isak, a 40-year-old that hailed from Belgium and had previously sent the creator hundreds of messages on Instagram. When he did not receive a response, he chose to fly over to New York and seek her out in person. Jessica was made aware of his presence when he sent her a photo of himself standing in the lobby of her former apartment building. Apparently, he had been able to determine where she had lived by comparing some of the photos and videos she had posted to Google Earth, but did not know that she had moved out. The model's lawyer, Sal Struzzulo, later confirmed that Isak's harassment was the reason that Clements had relocated in the first place, and that the building's doorman had quickly jumped to action when the man arrived and demanded to see her. Soon after sending the photo, Isak was arrested and charged with stalking. In the aftermath of this incident, Clements' manager, Max Hirsch, contacted Isak and told him to cease all future contact with her. The lunatic's reply was predictably aggressive, which already included the quotes, "You're a dead man," and "I'll f*** you up." Since the creator was out of town at the time, Isak's charge was only a misdemeanor, but it still came with a protection order that would prevent the man from trying to reach Jessica again. Clements herself did not release a statement immediately, but soon uploaded a series of TikToks that described her side of the story. In them, she recounted the disbelief she felt as the situation was emerging.
This dude is obsessed with me, and he's flown to New York to try to find me. So I'm sitting there like, this is crazy, but there's no way that he's ever going to be able to find me. And then I start opening the pictures, and like, he's in my apartment building that I moved out of 2 months prior to that.
Afterwards, she stayed with a friend as her new apartment was still fairly close to the old one, and she did not want to risk Isak finding it. Unsurprisingly, this incident also prompted her to move yet again. Despite a court order, Clements had continued to receive hundreds of messages every day that showed a clear instability from their sender. The stalker apparently believed that there was a conspiracy to keep him away from the influencer, with one of the messages even accusing Mark Zuckerberg of being the culprit. The man had imagined a whole relationship and somehow took her lack of responses as a sign of its veracity. The model also mentioned that in one of his messages, Isak expressed belief that she was talking to him through her unrelated Instagram posts and stories. But when she reported the flurry of texts, which also contained threats against her and her friends, the police were initially not able to intervene because Isak had not yet taken any direct physical action against her. However, the messages he sent to her friends, particularly her male friends, had gotten so graphic and disturbing that she was able to file a restraining order in concurrence with his arrest. From there, she stepped back from the process to let her lawyer handle things, trying to put the fear and anxiety of the situation behind her. She also said that she did not want to give him the satisfaction of participating in their fake relationship on any level. The stalker was released after his arrest and likely returned home with a protection order in place. Since there has been no further word on him, at least publicly, hopefully this is where the story ends for the victim. Twitch streamer Sweet Anita has had a few run-ins with stalkers and has not shied away from making the details of those incidents public. The first time she spoke out was in 2019, sharing details about a man who had been found sleeping outside her home, who she soon discovered was the same person who had been sending her harassing messages for months. She said that he had moved only a few minutes away from her home, and the police had been an unreliable form of protection, and despite her many reports. The stalker was briefly detained after being found with a knife. But despite the wealth of evidence against him, including screenshots, recordings, witness statements, and even a confession, he was released with nothing more than a warning. Anita was outraged at the tepid response from police, and her fears about what the stalker was capable of would soon become real. After settling in so close to her, he would regularly pursue the streamer through her neighborhood as she tried to go about her day, frequently moving close enough to provoke a confrontation. One of the more extreme incidents came when he followed her to a shop. When she emerged and found him waiting outside, she asked to leave her alone and if he had a knife, which he did not answer. She then asked him if she would be able to walk home alone, and while he replied yes, he started to follow her as soon as she continued on her way. But the two shopkeepers who had been watching the exchange quickly leapt into action, holding the stalker back long enough for Anita to get away without being followed. In her stream recounting the events, she said that this scuffle was far from the worst thing he had ever done. At some point beforehand, he had apparently physically assaulted her, although she did not go into further detail. The stalker was arrested again soon after, and sentenced the next day. This time, a restraining order was put in place barring him from Anita's town, and he was quickly sent to collect his belongings and vacate the guest house he had been staying in. The streamer expressed hope that she would be safe after this conviction, but the authorities' involvement was not as definitive as it seemed. You see, the obsessive fan was only given a suspended sentence, leaving him open to violate the restraining order without any real barriers. And soon enough, he would do just that. On July 14th, 2020, Anita tweeted that her stalker had resurfaced, sharing a death threat he had sent her on stream that referenced their previous encounter, and made it clear that his obsession was not over. Although she reported the continued harassment, the police apparently continued to be unhelpful and showed a general misunderstanding of how her job even worked. They suggested that she simply lock her doors and quit creating content to stop the flow of harassment. But simple solutions like relocation were not a possibility for Anita, who was caring for her elderly mother and had a number of pets to keep in her place. That's not even mentioning her diagnosis of Tourette's and making it hard for her to have a career besides streaming. Without any reliable protection in place, Anita felt that she was being left to fend for herself. She continued to face regular contact from the stalker and would even interact with him during streams. But this acknowledgement did nothing to dissuade him. Her safety was largely left in her own hands, and while she has not reported any further incidents with this man, she will likely never be able to fully rid herself of his presence. Still, the streamer did not let these incidents lie. Over the next few years, she would retell her story on podcasts and in her own videos, spreading awareness of how the issue affected her and how she was able to deal with the ever-present fear and anxiety in its aftermath.
If you block them, they know that you see the message. So they go, if I act badly enough, you will react. And if I can get you to react long enough, you'll love me.
Unfortunately, the issue would rear its head again in